I've only lived in the city for 8 years, but it's like a second home to me. These are the places, these are the streets that I've lived around, I've roamed around on. I have traveled each and every gully, street, lane, corner, pavement with a camera as long as I can remember being here. And that became a part of my life. I would just go out every day, try to find something that I'd never seen before, something so unusual that it would just... There was a time in my life when I did not really have a very clear picture of what I was going to do, and that was when I started just roaming around with the camera. And I would shoot anything and everything that looked fascinating or interesting, and these people, many of them I can recognize, many of them I've taken pictures of before. I still see, but they're still there. Some of those places have changed, some of those places remain. My attitude towards looking and seeing itself has been influenced with the camera being there in my hands. You know, you start to see differently. You start to notice things you would never have observed before. You can capture an instant that sometimes you don't even see at that time, because when the shutter goes down, you know, it's an instant of darkness, and what comes out is a kind of revelation. You know, you have a little slice of time that you've spontaneously recorded, and that to me is the magic of an image. I think my work is something between documentary and fiction. It's a kind of a meeting between the subject and myself. It's a rendezvous, if you will. There's something I take back from that, you know, and that is a part of my reality at that moment. Film is something that always had a fascination for me. It was a kind of a romance, but it was distant. It was not really in my reach. It was something I felt that you had to be really good at understanding all these things before you could even pick up a film camera and decide to shoot. This is something I felt first time I picked up the LCA, you know, the Lomo. For the first time I felt so completely liberated from the burden of having to carry a camera that weighed like a stone around your neck and that had to sort of blare out its presence wherever you went, in a street, in a crowded lane. And here was something so small you could slip in your pocket and, you know, just at that very instant just put it up to your eyes and shoot, and that's it. The results are always surprising. The results always bring something new. And that is the uniqueness of the Lomo. Getting that instant film, you have no idea what it's going to come out like. It's an experiment that has a complete freedom to itself. And I think that's the beauty of having an LCA in your pocket. I think the greatest pleasure for me is to find something so ineffable that there's no other way to describe it but to take a picture of it.